civilly here, workforce laws, employment law.
What is good, my people, my peeps? Get up, okay? Like, I don't know, if I'm not on here trying to keep y'all informed of what's going on, where is the news at? Somebody tell me, where is the news at? Look here. Y'all sleep while the president is tipping on the nation. Yes, Lord, the president is tiptoeing on the nation. I told you all in my last broadcast. Yes, I'm going to say I told you so. I told you so. When he sat there and sent the National Guard into Washington, D.C., that was a declare of martial law. Well, guess what, my people, my peeps? Yeah, 19 more states will have the National Guard sent into them. What do you call that? Somebody? Anybody? Huh? What do we call that? 19 other states will have the National Guard sent in. Yes, we gonna go get the report. Don't worry about it. Don't even worry about it. I've been trying to tell y'all, but y'all gonna learn. Hopefully today. Hopefully you'll wake up. Wake up, get out of bed. I told you, if I don't tell you what's going on, you're not going to know why you sitting here getting tippy-toed on. Tippy-toed on. The National Guard has been deployed to 19 other states. That's right. I told you like I told you. It was martial law declared when he sent those troops into Washington, D.C. And guess what? He haven't even waited till the 30 days was up to even fool you even farther. No, he sent it in on the sneak tip. Let's go ahead and get this report.
Major uptick in National Guard presence in 19 states across the country. More than 1,700 members of the National Guard are set to deploy mid-August through mid-November for a 3-month period. Here's what we know right now. The 19 states obtained by Fox News include Alabama, Arkansas, Florida, Georgia, Idaho, Indiana, Iowa, Louisiana, Nebraska, Nevada, New Mexico, Ohio, South Carolina, South Dakota, Tennessee, Texas, Utah, Virginia, Wyoming. And Texas is projected to have the largest National Guard presence in the state. Now remember, this does not include what Donald Trump expects to do in Chicago and in New York, which may include the National Guard as well. So this is separate and apart. This is for immigration enforcement for crime-related issues in those states. Many of those states are red and Republican states. We now have more than 2,000 members of the military in Washington, D.C. About to have 1,700 more deployed in 19 states across the country. And get ready, Chicago and New York, because you're next. So spread the word so more people know. Follow along for all the...
Aaron, I tried to tell him. I've been trying to tell these folks that martial law was declared the moment Donald Trump sent in those troops to Washington, D.C. National Guard is a branch of the doggone military. And once you understand, ladies and gentlemen, that when a branch of the military takes over your police department, that is a form of what? Martial law. But while you over here sleeping, thinking he's going to get those niggers, he's going to get that crime in check, he's going to take care of us. Go, Trump, make America great again. Yes, and while he's sitting here pumping your heads up, thinking, oh yeah, Trump, he said he's going to Chicago next into New York. Go handle Chirac. You know they call Chicago Chirac because Chicago, that we heard of Chicago having a lot of doggone crime. Show you right. I am not going to deny that one. But this was a power play. But y'all want to be asleep. Y'all want to act like y'all don't know what the heck is going on around here. And I'm trying to tell you, y'all about to be hemmed up. Oh, it's a laughing matter. Look at here. Look at this joker right here. Look at this joker right here thinking it's funny. Let's get another report.
The administration will be sending National Guards to nearly 20 different states. Watch this video to see if yours is one of them. Let's get into it. As we all know, a couple weeks ago, the Trump administration announced they were going to be federalizing D.C. with National Guards. They are now expanding that plan to 19 different states. In a press conference, the administration announced they're going to be mobilizing nearly 1,700 individual National Guard troops to be deployed across the United States. Now, let's get into the list. Let me know if your state is mentioned here. Alabama, Arkansas, Florida, and Georgia, Idaho, Indiana, Louisiana, and Iowa, Nebraska, New Mexico, Nevada, Ohio, South Carolina, South Dakota, Tennessee, Virginia, Texas, Utah, and Wyoming. All of these states.
Baby, you're laughing now. You're gonna cry later. Oh, you think it's just the National Guard? How many doggone times do I gotta tell you all that the National Guard is a branch of the military? And once the military comes in, you are under martial law. But you're laughing at me. I know why you're laughing. You're judgmental. That's why. You think you secure. You thought Trump was going down there to take care of them niggers down there in Washington, D.C., causing all the violence and the chaos, which he lied about. He lied about all of the violence on an uptick. Now he done crept in just yesterday and deployed 1,900 military. Yes, military. National Guard is the military. And you know what? They gonna prove it to you even more because they about to put some weapons in their hands, right? Yeah, because they can carry weapons, right? They wasn't weaponized. They were just pushing folks in the streets of D.C. a couple of days ago. But guess what? Guess what? They about to put some weapons in their hands. Wake up, Vietnam! Do you get it? Let's hear it from the press.
National Guard troops patrolling the streets of Washington, D.C. will soon be carrying guns. The Pentagon said Friday Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth ordered the guards to carry their service-issued weapons. That's a change from the week prior when the Pentagon said they would not be armed. Nearly 2,000 national...
Pause. Please do not come in here with no Obama because you're looking at this copper-colored sister trying to wake up Vietnam. I'm trying to wake you up. It's red dawn around this camp. Okay? Okay, do you understand? I'm not Republican. I'm not Democrat. I am for the people, my peeps. The ones that got some sense. The ones who really know what's going on. You're under siege. Oh my goodness. 19, 20 states, y'all? Texas, the biggest one of them all. You know they got to send double National Guards over to this camp. But we gonna have them, they just letting y'all hear a little bit at a time, but most of y'all still sleep. I told you, subscribe today. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe. Matter of fact, y'all ain't getting no more news till I see some thumbs up around this camp. Thumbs up, or just stay asleep, okay? That's what you can do. Stay asleep, get the thumbs up. I'm trying to give you the real news. We'll go on a quick break till you get those thumbs up, start tapping the screen. Let's go. Tap that screen. Ain't nobody playing with y'all. That's right. Thumbs up. Y'all over here late night, get the news. Are we there? All right. Look here. I've been trying to tell y'all, but you want to be asleep. You want to act silly. You want to act like you can't hear it because you think because I've got this beautiful brown copper colored skin that you can't hear from a sister. What his sister said, wake up, Vietnam. That's right. Wake your sleeping tails up. And when you come in the building, hey, that's right, you'll get the thumbs up. Okay? Now I'm gonna take y'all back to the doggone report. Now, you just heard yesterday, 14 hours ago, if you didn't hear, because ain't nobody talking about it, that the National Guard has been deployed to 19 other states. Okay? And while y'all sleeping, while y'all partying, because it's Saturday night, while y'all went out partying Friday night, 14 hours ago, the National Guard was deployed to 19 more states. Huh. And while you're still out partying, they done told you on the news that they about to get the National Guard down there in D.C. where they just going around pushing folks right now. They about to tell them, go get your weapons out of the stockade where we got them locked. Go ahead, get the weapons. While they doing that, guess what they gonna do for them 19 other states? Weaponize them. What did you say, Ethereum? Didn't you just tell them last week and early this week? We're under martial law. Yeah, I did tell these silly folks that. I sure did. Let's get the reports. Let's go back. Let me run that back. Let's hear how in Washington the National Guard is about to get guns. If they're gonna get guns in D.C., what you think they're gonna get in these 19 other states?
The streets of Washington, D.C. will
Hold
soon
on,
be
run it back.
National Guard troops patrolling the streets of Washington, D.C. will soon be carrying guns. The Pentagon said Friday Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth ordered the guards to carry their service-issued weapons. That's a change from the week prior when the Pentagon said they would not be armed. Nearly 2,000 National Guard members are stationed in the city after President Trump ordered a crackdown on what he called an epidemic of crime. According to local police data, violent crime in D.C. is down from nearly 2 years ago. National Guard troops.
Okay, look here. I let y'all talk in the chat, but ain't no Democrats over here. You sleep, stay sleep. Go back to sleep. Okay? Go be MAGA strong, but be MAGA strong when you getting bust in your head with the barrel of the gun telling you get down on your knees, MAGA. Because they ain't gonna see no MAGA. They gonna see, are you National Guard? Do you have a uniform on? If you ain't got a uniform on, you are a civilian, and we have come to take over. National Guard equals, say it with me, ladies and gentlemen, martial law. 19 other states have had National Guard deployed to them just 14 hours ago. Have you been asleep, MAGA? Let's get MAGA strong up here. Have you been asleep, MAGA? Huh? Do you think they gonna look at you and say, that's my MAGA buddy? Oh, wait a minute, MAGA. Wait a minute. You thought they were just going to go get them niggers in Washington, D.C. because all the crime he lied about, all the crime was over there, and he had to go clean up Washington, D.C. because of them niggers over there cutting the damn food. So I told you because I keep it clear and precise when I bring you this information. MAGA, you ain't got no friends, MAGA, because you ain't got no money, MAGA. Do you understand that, big boy? Do you understand that, big boy? You ain't got no army, MAGA. You about to be in the same boat as the lies you heard about the chocolate drops down there getting pushed around. Now they about to now they gonna tell them, go to the stockades, get your rifles, hit the streets, because these folks don't know what's coming. America, MAGA, you don't know what's coming. Silly rabbit. Tricks are for kids. Wake up, Vietnam! Okay? So let's run the report back for MAGA strong. Okay, ladies and
News
gentlemen.
you know about, more to come very soon. We have major news right now. We're about to see a major uptick in National Guard presence in 19 states across the country. More than 1,700 members of the National Guard are set to deploy mid-August through mid-November for a 3-month period. Here's what we know right now. The 19 states obtained by Fox News include Alabama, Arkansas, Florida, Georgia, Idaho, Indiana, Iowa, Louisiana, Nebraska, Nevada, New Mexico, Ohio, South Carolina, South Dakota, Tennessee, Texas, Utah, Virginia, Wyoming. And Texas is projected to have the largest National Guard presence in the state. Now remember, this does not include what Donald Trump expects to do in Chicago and in New York, which may...
Chicago is just a lie. Chicago is just like blindsiding you. No, matter of fact, Chicago is a decoy. Chicago is a decoy, MAGAs. Why, y'all, I told you, get that little seed of hate and racism out your heart, because it's about the people, my peeps. It ain't about what you think. It ain't about that lie of make America great. Then you gonna be in the same boat with us, chocolate drops, my Latino brothers and sisters. I told you we are in the Hunger Games. It's the wealthy versus the poor. And I don't care if you got $10 million in your bank account right now. Listen to me and listen to me clear, MAGA. I don't care if you got $10 million in your account. If you ain't got trillions, if you ain't got billions to trillions, you heard me, in your bank account, MAGA, you are on the poor. A little better off than most of us here, but you still consider the poor. You have entered into the Hunger Games. Ladies and gentlemen, are you awake yet? Are you awake? Huh? You better align yourselves with people who have like minds and know that has hit the fan. Do you understand? Don't come in here with that stupid Democrat and all of that rat-a-tat-tat Republican and Tea Party and that party and left field, right field mess. You understand? Do you understand? While you sitting there laughing, you gonna cry later. Why the hell? You riddle me this. Riddle me this. Why in the HE double hockey sticks would Trump need to deploy National Guard to 19 other states? 19 other states that, he got y'all with the Negroes in DC. Go get them Negroes. Get them out of our state. Right? He got y'all. He got y'all with the blind, with the decoy. Oh, we going to the other, states, the big states that need us to come. He giving y'all some subliminals. That's right. He play on y'all subliminal mind, y'all racist subliminal minds. That's right. We going to New York. Yeah, stop and frisk. Oh no, put it back in action. He playing with y'all subliminal mind because he know how y'all are. That's right. And he said, oh, we can go to Chicago. While he's saying that 14 hours ago, did he tell y'all that he was coming to 19 other states that deployed? They started already deployed because it's already the end of the doggone month. All the way into September. Baby, buckle up and hold on tight. Let's get the report.
They're going to have a similar National Guard presence as the one that is. The administration will be sending National Guards to nearly 20 different states. Watch this video to see if yours is one of them. Let's get into it. As we all know, a couple weeks ago, the Trump administration announced they were going to be federalizing DC with National Guards. They are now expanding that plan to 19 different states. In a press conference, the administration announced they're going to be mobilizing nearly 1,700 individual National Guard troops to be deployed across the United States. Now, let's get into the list. Let me know if your state is mentioned here. Alabama, Arkansas, Florida, and Georgia, Idaho, Indiana, Louisiana, and Iowa, Nebraska, New Mexico, Nevada, Ohio, South Carolina, South Dakota, Tennessee, Virginia, Texas, Utah, and Wyoming. All of these states are going to have a similar National Guard presence as the one that is currently being experienced in Washington, D.C. On top of that, this makes...
I'm reading your doggone comment. I'm going all the way to this bottom one right here because we got silly rabbits still coming up in the doggone building. This whole doggone plantation known as the United States of America. Okay? You about to find out real soon, boy. Okay? You about to find out real soon, boy, that you ain't special on this here plantation, boy. You understand? This plantation, and we don't care about no red and no blue voting Democrats and Republicans here, boy. Y'all all been bought and sold a long time ago, boy. You didn't know that? Oh, you don't know about the Black's Laws Dictionary. You don't even know you got a driver's license, ID card, boy. Let me see your driver's. Let me see your paperwork, boy. It's all your names in capital letters, boy. Do you know that you ain't nothing but a dog on child? You can't even operate. Yeah. Your name is in all caps, and you don't even know what the hell I'm talking about, do you, boy? I know you don't. Because you're simple. You're brainwashed. You're naive. That's why we put you in a straw man. You're a straw man. That name on your ID card, boy. Oh, you a straw man, boy. We go by maritime laws here, boy. You think you running something? You think you talking about something? About a Democrat and a Republican? They say we all work together. Laughing at you. I told you, if you ain't got billions and trillions, shut your rabbit behind up here, boy, and stay in a straw man's lane. Don't even know that you ain't working as a real entity on these slave plantations known as America. So be quiet, boy. Or I'll put you back in the sweat house. Let's go.
Matters even worse because the administration has given the go-ahead to cities like DC to allow their National Guard troops to carry around weapons in public. Now, you're probably wondering, the Trump administration is utilizing the national policies, but once again, this is an overstepping of the executive branch being facilitated at the national level. I also want to mention that the deploying of National Guards is not cheap and it's not free. Your taxpayer dollars, specifically the states that he's deploying the National Guards to, will go up significantly because you have to pay for the National Guard to reside and carry out their duties in your respective state. So like I said earlier, let me know in the comments if your state is one of the 20, near 20 that are mentioned.
I see an animal is on the loose in the chat. Let me go and get this animal up out of here. Now, I don't mind you comment, but we don't have animals on the loose up in here. Do you understand me? You're going to come in here, you're going to learn something today, or you're going to be locked down when they bust you upside your head with that AR-15 or whatever the heck they're going to be carrying around your city, your state, real soon. 14 hours ago, they was giving the news, deploy to 19 states. That's right. And it was not one of those states that he talked about, right? It was not one of those states he did. I know he wanted y'all to feel comfortable to thinking he was coming at them niggers over there in Chicago, thinking he was coming at them niggers over there in New York City, because he went after them niggers in DC, because that was the plan. They always like to divert it to the niggers and make you feel comfortable when you need to realize you know what? You just became white in the 1600s. You know that, right? Do you understand that you just became white in the 1600s? You know nothing. So please, if you ain't got something smart to say, please just be quiet and learn something today. Okay? Just be quiet and learn something today. Okay? You just became white in the 1600s. We just got out the 1900s. Shut your brown behind up. You just lacking melanin, boy. I had to get rid of it was an animal on the loose in the chat. Don't be the animal on the loose in the chat, please, because I don't want to have to get rid of you. Let's go to what I know you like to hear is, let's go to Fox News. Let's hear it from Fox News, okay? Hold on, let me get that queued up for you real quick, okay? Go ahead, y'all can talk in the chat, because I know you think it's what I think I seen somebody said it's, where'd it go? Somebody said, awesome. That's brilliant. Y'all are brilliant. Y'all think it's a game, don't you? Y'all think it's a game. Y'all think they coming for us when you are. Let me say something. Do y'all think it's still the United States? Yeah, now, I need y'all. I need to see who's smart and who's not in this chat. Okay? I need to see who's smart and who's not. If you think that this is the United States of America, put a 1 in the chat. If you still think that this is the United States of America, put a 1. If you think that this is the corporation of America, put a 9. Let's play a little game. I just want to see. If you think that this is a corporation of America, put a 9. If you're proud to be an American and you believe that this is the United States of America, put a 1. Be brave. You're being brave now. I see all these little comments. Be brave. Let me see what you think. I want to see where your mind is at for real, so I can see how I need to tweak this agenda for the syllabus tonight. I need to know. Go ahead. Let me see if we have nobody's break. We got a smart one. Oh yes, B-Dub Boogie is in the building. Where you at, B-Dub Boogie? There, we got a smart one. You know what time it is. We got a smart one. Okay. Oh, we got another smart one. Come on, Tony, in the building. Yes, indeed. Yeah. Okay. Wait a minute. We're gonna have to slow the. I'm gonna try to talk slow for you. Okay. I'm gonna try to talk slow for you. Okay. Yeah, because I love everybody, long as you got some doggone sense, and if you got some learning disabilities, it's okay, because we call them a neurodivergent baby, because you might got superpowers. So I don't talk about neurodivergent people. Matter of fact, I'm neurodivergent my doggone self. So but I know some things. I know Robert's in the building with the 9. Thank you, Robert. Thank you. That's what's up, baby. Okay, we cooking with grease. I got enough to keep on talking, but I'm gonna let y'all hear the Fox News, because I know a lot of y'all you can't live. You will die if you don't hear it come from Fox News about these doggone folks being deployed. Hold on, we gotta get past the commercial. They trying to get their paycheck. Let them have their paycheck. Let me turn it down. Come on now. Turn down. Let them get their paycheck in. Dude, I ain't hating on them. Y'all got y'all potted meat together? I asked you a question. I said, do you got your potted meat? Huh? You got your bug out bags ready? Just in case. I ain't promoting no fear or nothing, but hey, y'all better be ready to boogie oogie if necessary. Okay? Let's get this report. Turn this on back on up. Okay.
Guard to Washington, D.C. Now the White House
Let's turn it up. This Fox News,
effort
y'all.
Across 19 states.
Fox News for you Foxians.
President Trump's crime crackdown sweeping the nation. After deploying the National Guard to Washington, D.C., now the White House plans to extend its effort across 19 states, all with the goal of curbing crime and supporting immigration enforcement. We'll talk to Republican Congressman Pat Fallon in just a moment. Plus, an illegal alien accused of killing 3 people in a truck accident is due in court today.
Ooh, let me tell you something who pushing fear. It was a time when, I think it was in his first administration when he was, when he first was president. I'm talking about your President Donald Trump, when he said fake news. Who pushing fake news now? Has he succumbed to his own words? They got y'all fearing the Mexicans. They got y'all always been in fear of these us chocolate drops, caramel. We come in many colors, because we produce many colors. Y'all been always shaking in y'all boots with us. We the kindest people, but hey, it's a new day, it's a new dawn around this camp. And I mean, what do you expect inner city folks to do when they've been living in poverty? I mean, what do you think they do in the trailer park? Don't they kill each other? Yes, they do. But I'm trying to wake y'all up, because y'all all on the plantation. We all on the plantation together, okay? Now, I don't know who coming with me, but I'm trying to take the smart ones. I'm trying to take the ones that know how to, build fires. I'm trying to take the ones that know how to, know how to read the trails, know the weather, know how to. Who coming with us, sister? We got to be prepared. Okay, that's what I'm taking. I don't care what color your skin is, my friend. Because in the end, they say Israel, we exiting about this camp. And the Gentiles, y'all gonna be cleaving. That's right. If you know, you better know. I'm trying to give you a heads up. Y'all being taken over while y'all out there partying in the streets right now, and you don't know 14 hours ago that he told y'all he was going right, and he done went left. He told y'all he was going right, and his behind him went left. He said he was going to get the niggers over there in Chi-Town. Okay? They used to call it Chocolate City, baby. Now they call it Chirac. He told y'all he was going that way. He told y'all he was going to New York, Los Angeles. This man done went to 19 other states, and half of them in the South. Let's go. Let's get the report.
President Trump's crime crackdown sweeping the nation. After deploying the National Guard to Washington, D.C., now the White House plans to extend its effort across 19 states, all with the goal of curbing crime and supporting immigration enforcement. We'll talk to Republican Congressman Pat Fallon in just a moment. Plus, an illegal alien accused of killing 3 people in a truck accident is due in court today.
Okay,
What he's facing as yet another...
highlights. Can we get the report?
So now that the kids are asleep, can I see what you're playing?
To make their coins, y'all. We got to get past the commercial because this is your news that y'all you know y'all love. Y'all love Fox, so I went to Fox News for you, baby. Let's see what they saying. Let's see, because I know it's hard to hear from
DHS with clerical support and other logistical tasks for processing illegal aliens at ICE.
That's what they're telling you.
We're going to make our cities very, very safe. Chicago's a mess. You have an incompetent mayor, grossly incompetent. And we'll straighten that one out probably next. So I think Chicago will be our next.
We heard that on my last report. See, we heard that on my last live stream. Go down and look for Trump. You'll find it. The last live stream. He made that announcement about the World Cup, FINA World Cup. But he lied to you, didn't he? He said, yeah, he was going to Chi-Town. This man and deployed 19,000 troops. And that's what it was up here somewhere. Somebody said that we ain't got enough National Guard. You probably right about that. That's why he lying to you. That's how he hoodwinking. I told you we was under martial law, but you didn't want to listen because I'm a chocolate drop. But hey, you gonna listen today. You better listen to your mom. I'm ancient around this camp. I've been on this earth and I've been in the skies too, baby. I came down to warn you. Open your damn eyes and ears. You hear me? Open your eyes and ears. We at a time of no other time that you have not seen before. If somebody said the Civil War, baby, you ain't seen this coming because you was asleep, baby. But mama's here. You can call me your godmother. That's right. We're gonna talk about it. Let me let y'all hear it from the gate. And let y'all hear from y'all favorite folks. Fox News.
President Trump's crime crackdown sweeping the nation. After deploying the National Guard to Washington, D.C., now the White House plans to extend its effort across 19 states, all with the goal of curbing crime and supporting immigration enforcement. We'll talk to Republican Congressman Pat Fallon in just a moment. Plus, an illegal alien.
That was a highlight. Y'all can go on Fox News. It was 14 hours ago. Okay, let me give you the headlines so you can go look for yourself or hear for yourself. You got to see. I know you can't fathom it coming from me. I told you we was under a martial law. It's on Fox News. It says breaking. Trump deploys National Guard to 19 states aimed for crime crackdown. Now, let me tell you something. I got so many folks coming in with stupid stuff. They defending Floyd. Let me put this up here. Let me put this dummy up here. They defending Floyd. What the hell, boy? What the hell does Floyd got to do with this? I tell you, your heart is full of racist antics. Get rid of the racism now. You wasn't white until 1916. Do you understand that? Get some history in your life. They only made you white so they can have more votes, more people on their side. The rich, they did this play on you, dummy. Gosh, I'm trying to give you the 411, but I gotta stop. I gotta educate dummies that keep coming up in my chat with dumbness. Okay? Your behind wasn't considered white. There was not even a such thing as the determination as white. We went by nations of people, first and foremost, okay? Nations of people. They ain't call you white until they realize, dang it, we done got all these black folks over here picking cotton. Then we got all the poor folks that we call indentured servants, but they were slaves too. But we didn't treat them as bad as we treated the black folks we got from cattle slavery. We treated the ones that was indentured slaves, the white folk, you know, but we let them finish out their contract. Some of them, if they didn't die, you know, some of you, they were sickly. We worked them too. But they wasn't called white folks. They was just slaves, just like me and my ancestors. You know how you, but y'all can't steal because you're dumb as a box of damn rocks. It was indentured servants, dummy. And you wasn't called white until the 1600s. Okay? And them folks that's doing it, what they doing to you right now, they did in the 1600s. They wanted more money. It's a power grab. It's a money grab. And they looked around and seen black folks out there picking cotton and working alongside white folks eating at the barbecue. And they said, well, God dog it, we might be outnumbered here. We might be outnumbered. We got all these slaves. Some of them, you know, they got more benefits than others, but we got all these slaves, and they working together. They kind of chilling out together. They ain't fighting each other. We outnumbered, boss. What's that dummy back? Let me put him back up here talking about Floyd. So y'all know who I'm talking about, because I don't want y'all to think I'm just rattling off at the damn mouth, because I got dummies that don't know history coming up in here running their damn mouth. And I'm trying to blow the damn whistle to wake y'all ass up. Wake up, Vietnam! It's a damn war on the streets, and it's coming to a city near you. Now, we was all in it together. Do you understand me? But it's some evil folks that try to hold on to lands and money so tough. They gonna catch it. They gonna get it. My yard's gonna get them. He coming down with the fire on their behind. But if you want to sit there and consider yourself white and think you above me when you wasn't white until the 1600s, you understand? I hope you do now. Go get a book. All right, let's go back to the reports. Got my blood pressure. I'm trying to help. I'm trying to help white folk. Get out my chat. If you don't want to hear it, get out the chat. Okay? Okay? I am, that's right. I'm the new Harriet Tubman. I got to leave my folks to freedom, and I got white folks that's gonna cleave unto me. That's right. So if you're gonna cleave, come on and cleave. We got to figure something out. We got to follow the Northern Star somewhere. Shoot, dummies. Don't know what the hell's going on. They think they still eating, they still being able to go to baseball games and apple pies in the oven with some ice cream, some vanilla ice cream. They just happy and they delusional land and want to call me delusional. Y'all better wake up. Let's get the reports. I don't even know what's going on. Now they tell them, go get your arms, go get your weapons. National
Guard troops patrolling the streets of Washington, D.C. will soon be carrying guns. The Pentagon said Friday Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth ordered the guards to carry their service-issued weapons. That's a change from the week prior when the Pentagon said they would not be armed. Nearly 2,000 National Guard members are stationed in the city after President Trump ordered a crackdown on what he called an epidemic of crime. According to local police data, violent crime in D.C. is down from nearly 2 years ago. National Guard troops patrolling the streets of Washington, D.C. will soon be carrying guns. The Pentagon said Friday Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth ordered the guards to carry their service-issued weapons. That's a change from the week prior when the Pentagon said they would not be armed. Nearly 2,000 National Guard members are stationed in the city after President Trump ordered a crackdown on what he called an epidemic of crime. According to local police data, violent crime in D.C. is down from nearly 2.
Now, why do you think I played that for you? Because you probably, I know, I told you one of my gifts is putting puzzles together, right? If you then came on this platform, go ahead, hit the thumbs up like V-Dub Boogie has told you to. Thank you, V-Dub Boogie. And go ahead and subscribe. I mean, you're going to get a taste of everything. And, you know, it's not always me being godmother that I have to do and, you know, tighten up the reins and spank that tail every now and again. Y'all going to get a spanking every now and again because some of y'all just don't want to listen. You heard? Now, why you think that I said, I let you hear this about the National Guard going to Washington, the ones in Washington that you didn't know that there's other ones coming your way soon. It was just broke 14 hours ago. Okay. Why you think I just let you hear about the National Guard in DC going to the stockades and getting their weapons? Huh? Do you think because it's the Negroes, you know, hey, the crime they stopping, hey, huh? No, I want you to hear that because of what I told you and what these folks done told you.
Include the National Guard as well. So this is separate enough. We have major news right now. We're about to see a major uptick in National Guard presence in 19 states across the country. More than 1,700 members of the National Guard are set to deploy mid-August through mid-November for a 3-month period. Here's what we know right now. The 19 states obtained by Fox News include Alabama, Arkansas, Florida, Georgia, Idaho, Indiana, Iowa, Louisiana, Nebraska, Nevada, New Mexico, Ohio, South Carolina, South Dakota, Tennessee, Texas, Utah, Virginia, Wyoming. And Texas is projected to have the largest National Guard presence in the state. Now remember, this does not include what Donald Trump expects to do in Chicago and in New York, which may include the National Guard as well. So this is separate and apart. This is for immigration enforcement, for crime-related issues in those states. Many of those states are red and Republican states. We now have more than 2,000 members of the military in Washington, D.C., about to have 1,700 more deployed in 19 states across the country. And get ready, Chicago and New York, because you're next. So spread the word to more people.
Huh. There's a lot of more states, but they got the big heavy hitters out the way because Texas is one of the law. Y'all know Texas is the number one stunner when it comes to state size. But I had got distracted by the silliness in the comments section. But I wanted to touch on one of the comments that said we don't have enough National Guard to cover all these states, and I want to say I concur. That's right, I concur. I agree. You're right. That's why it's gonna be y'all gonna get a 1-2 punch. You're gonna get a 1-2 punch because the military coming. Yeah, whoever we got on reserves, they coming. Now that the National Guard is just really supposed to be our reserves. You know that, right? I told you they was military. I told you anytime the military takes over a policing department, it is martial law, right? The president had 30 days. He was supposed to submit his request after the 30 days that he has these folks down in DC. Did y'all know it ain't been 30 days, y'all, yet? How the hell he done swooped across the nation with 19,000? And that was not all National Guards. Kudos to the gentleman or the lady in the chat. I didn't get a chance to pull up her or his comment about it. We ain't got that many National Guard. You show you right. Show you right. That's why soldiers gonna be deployed, baby. It's called martial law. Are we learning something today, boys and girls? But let's hear from an someone retired. I believe he was retired. Let's get his story because y'all being hoodwinked.
My name is Captain Dylan Blaha, and this message is for National Guard members throughout the United States. I've served in the Illinois Army National Guard for over 12 years, including a deployment to Afghanistan and a 3-year tour in Germany. What's going on right now is not normal. Last week, the president used a false crime narrative to justify deploying the DC National Guard. Today, the SecDef authorized them to carry weapons. Then, the president threatened Chicago. This isn't about crime. This is a power grab. Every military member, enlisted or officer, is legally required to disobey an unlawful order. An unlawful order is a directive that violates the Constitution a federal law, an international law, or otherwise directs the service member to commit a crime. The Nuremberg trials established the global legal principle that just following orders is not a valid defense for war crimes. Military obedience does not require blind loyalty. The Military Whistleblower Protection Act protects service members who report legal violations or abuse of authority. If you're activated in the coming days, weeks, or months, I ask that you remember your oath to the Constitution and to the American people. Thank you, and good night.
Good night.
My name.
Thank you. We'll hear you again soon because I got some silly ones in the chat. I really got some silly ones in here. They really believe it's about, they don't even understand that they're on the plantation along with the rest of us. They really think they buddy is Trump. They really think they buddy is Trump. When they gonna be crying and doggone boo-hooing when it gets worse and worse and worse. And it's not gonna just be getting worse for the ones y'all feel is the niggers. The real niggers, the black folks. Do you know? Let me put a little bug in your ear. The ones that come in here talking about Trump and I'm Democrat and talking about George Floyd and all that silliness like that. Should I warn them, Father? Because I feel like I'm warning. I'm throwing my, pearls amongst swine. Okay, I just, let me think about it. Y'all listen to this man one more time.
My name is Captain Dylan Blaha, and this message is for National Guard members throughout the United States. I've served in the Illinois Army National Guard for over 12 years, including a deployment to Afghanistan and a 3-year tour in Germany. What's going on right now is not normal. Last week, the president used a false crime narrative to justify deploying the DC National Guard. Today, the SecDef authorized them to carry weapons. Then, the president threatened Chicago. This isn't about crime. This is a power grab. Every military member, enlisted or officer, is legally required to disobey an unlawful order. An unlawful order is a directive that violates the Constitution, a federal law, an international law, or otherwise directs the service member to commit a crime. The Nuremberg trials established the global legal principle that just following orders is not a valid defense for war crimes. Military obedience does not require blind loyalty. The Military Whistleblower Protection Act protects service members who report legal violations or abuse of authority. If you're activated in the coming days, weeks, or months, I ask that you remember your oath to the Constitution and to the American people. Thank you, and good night. My name.
I need the ones that are brilliant to tell me, why do you think that 19 states that was not mentioned previously need to be having the National Guard? And we're just going to say National Guard / military, whether it be Army, Navy, Air Force, I don't know, whatever other branch. Okay, because we don't have that many National Guards to go to 19 states and double in Texas. Tell me, where did all these states just pop up with all this crime? Now, we're not talking about just immigration. He's focusing on crime. I need to know. No, you're thinking about this. I just have to be plain, on a racist basis, okay? That's what you're thinking about it. And if you know anything, my fellow Caucasians, if you know anything about your birth rate, my fellow Caucasians, it's been plummeting. That's right. It's been plummeting. Huh? Go do your research, my fellow Caucasians. Y'all are outnumbered. While you think you're boasting and bragging, thinking that it's about crime, your numbers are plummeting. You're not producing like you were. Why do you think Trump is trying to make all these different laws about bringing other women in from other countries? They can't, mess with your money, fellas, your passport bros. soon, you know, all these other different, you know, agendas that he has, because you are not producing. Do you understand that? Do you remember, since y'all want to bring up Biden and all of that, do you remember when Biden says America is doomed? America will be all brown people. America is, y'all remember when Biden said that? Huh? It is not just you, my fellow whiteians, that your birth rate is plummeting. China's birth rate is plummeting. British birth rates are plummeting. Guess whose birth rates are not plummeting? My fellow peoplings. Just put y'all all in the group. Whose birth rates are plummeting. Why do you think it's an uptick of interracial marriages? Huh? I know you don't want to believe it. You know, you get offended when you hear you're racist, when you hear people say you're racist, when you don't even really understand what that word means. It's a race for power. It's a race to sustain the so-called supreme race, right? And when you're plummeting, people are making power moves that you just really don't understand. You don't. So let's go back to the top for the folks that's just coming in. I'm going to let you hear what just took place 14 hours ago. We're going to run it back and we're going to hit it. We're going to end it with Fox News, if I don't forget, because I know y'all don't believe nothing unless it comes from Fox News.
People know, follow along for all the news you need to know about. More to come very soon. We have major news right now. We're about to see a major uptick in National Guard presence in 19 states across the country. More than 1,700 members of the National Guard are set to deploy mid-August through mid-November for a 3-month period. Here's what we know right now. The 19 states obtained by Fox News include Alabama, Arkansas, Florida, Georgia, Idaho, Indiana, Iowa, Louisiana, Nebraska, Nevada, New Mexico, Ohio, South Carolina, South Dakota, Tennessee, Texas, Utah, Virginia, Wyoming. And Texas is projected to have the largest National Guard presence in the state. Now remember, this does not include what Donald Trump expects to do in Chicago and in New York, which may include the National Guard as well. So this is separate and apart. This is for immigration enforcement, for crime-related issues in those states. Many of those states are red and Republican states. We now have more than 2,000 members of the military in Washington, D.C., about to have 1,700 more deployed in 19 states across the country. And get ready, Chicago and New York, because you're next. So spread the word so more people know. Follow along for all the news you need to know about. More to come very soon. We have made...
And I highly recommend, if you reside in any of these states...
Let me say, Aaron, thank you for that report.
Or in DC in particular, you give me a follow and check back for updates. I'll be keeping us updated, and I hope to see you guys next time on another short episode of Politics with NJ. Bye-bye. The administration will be sending National Guards to nearly 20 different states. Watch this video to see if yours is one of them. Let's get into it. As we all know, a couple weeks ago, the Trump administration announced they were going to be federalizing DC with National Guards. They are now expanding that plan to 19 different states. In a press conference, the administration announced they're going to be mobilizing nearly 1,700 individual National Guard troops to be deployed across the United States. Now, let's get into the list. Let me know if your state is mentioned here. Alabama, Arkansas, Florida, and Georgia, Idaho, Indiana, Louisiana, and Iowa, Nebraska, New Mexico, Nevada, Ohio, South Carolina, South Dakota, Tennessee, Virginia, Texas, Utah, and Wyoming. All of these states are going to have a similar National Guard presence as the one that is currently being experienced in Washington, D.C. On top of that, this makes matters even worse because the administration has given the go-ahead to cities like D.C. to allow their National Guard troops to carry around weapons in public. Now, you're probably wondering why the administration is sending National Guard troops to nearly half the country. Let me explain. The Trump administration is utilizing the National Guard to be able to enforce their crime and immigration policies. But once again, this is an overstepping of the executive branch being facilitated at the national level. I also want to mention that the deploying of National Guards is not cheap and it's not free. Your taxpayer dollars, specifically the states that he's deploying the National Guards to, will go up significantly because you have to pay for the National Guard to reside and carry out their duties in your respective state.
Thank you, honey. Let me tap in on that real quick. about they got to get paid, right? Now, what you think they're gonna be eating? Air, sunlight, huh? National Guard got to get paid, and then also those soldiers that are gonna be deployed, and they're gonna be mixed in whatever branch they got to pull them from, huh? I thought y'all said y'all groceries was already too high. I thought people was complaining the groceries was already too high, and now you about to get tapped in again, because every state, these 19 that was just mentioned, and others to come, because we are under martial law, like I told you. I like to say, I told you so. That's right. Don't come over here because I'm going to tease you, nanny, boo-boo, because you don't know what's going on. You don't know what's going on. Who gonna feed them? Who? They got to eat. They got to sleep. Who gonna house all these National Guard? Huh? Where they gonna sleep? Oh, they gonna take up hotels, motels, Holiday Inns, you know? Isn't that gets more strain on your states? Taxes? Huh? I mean, didn't Trump just cut all kind of social programs? Your uncle's probably calling you right now. Call you probably the rich uncle, auntie, the ones that y'all forgot about. Y'all said, oh, they be okay. They was on Medicaid. Now they calling you because they medicine. One pill is $1,000 in Medicaid and got cut. Huh? And they didn't cut all this aid. Oh no, I get it. You thought it was just brown, black folks getting all this food stamps and SNAP benefits, and I'm old school, so I like to still call them food stamps. You know, you thought it was just black people getting all that brown people, when the majority, if you look at the statistics, your white folks was racking up. But now they getting ready to call you and ask you for help because they can't afford that one pill, and they need to take about 2 pills a day that costs $1,000 a pop. But now, just 14 hours ago, your president, hey, you got money to burn, baby. He said, not just what states did he call out? Chicago, New York, California, I believe. Not just 3 states. Baby, he done sent National Guard to 19. He said deploy the National Guard and soldiers, military from other, because we just ain't got that many National Guard, y'all. Huh? Deploy them to 19 other states, and we want 19,000 soldiers troops on the ground. Boots on the damn ground. I should have pulled that doggone song up. Boots on the ground. 19,000, baby. Who feeding all these National Guard, housing them? And what is going to happen when you asking about some money that just is not there to help folks that go to work? You got working poor. But y'all think it's just about us, huh? Y'all think it's just about us when y'all the ones who are not producing children. Y'all don't look at the bigger picture for nothing, not even to save your own life.
Is Captain Dylan Blaha, and this message is for National Guard members throughout the United States. I've served in the Illinois Army National Guard for over 12 years, including a deployment to Afghanistan and a 3-year tour in Germany. What's going on right now is not normal. Last week, the president used a false crime narrative to justify deploying the DC National Guard. Today, the SecDef authorized them to carry weapons. Then, the president threatened Chicago. This isn't about crime. This is a power grab. Every military member, enlisted or officer, is legally required to disobey an unlawful order. An unlawful order is a directive that violates the Constitution, a federal law, an international law, or otherwise directs the service member to commit a crime. The Nuremberg trials established the global legal principle that just following orders is not a valid defense for war crimes. Military obedience does not require blind loyalty. The Military Whistleblower Protection Act protects service members who report legal violations or abuse of authority. If you're activated in the coming days, weeks, or months, I ask that you remember your oath to the Constitution and to the American people. Thank you, and good night.
I hope it's some folks that, will honor that, their oath. But we got a lot of NPCs on the loose. We got a lot of bots. We got a lot of pick-me's, They just follow any order that's given. Guys, I thank you for keeping it pretty respectable in the chat, I know it's late. I wanted to make sure you're up. Make sure come on. Wake up. Wake up, be it doggone no. A civil war, you think it's going to be about who against who this time? Do you think it's the race wars or because the civil war? I mean, really, I need y'all to go to bed tonight. Think about what's coming down the pipeline. All right, really think about it. We'll have this talk again soon. Okay? Y'all stay safe out there. I'm Ethereal, your host. We just, did a little ear hustling and a little recap of ear hustling. Try to bring you the breaking news. Go ahead and subscribe to this channel. You get a mixture of content right here on this platform. Hit the thumbs up on your way in, on your way out, or on the recap. I'm out, and much love.